YouTubers, to my WWE vlog. I am Daniel Parkin, and this guy sitting next to me is NJ.
What's up?
What's up, NJ, and what's up to you people out there? Now, today's video is going to be our Elimination Chamber review from the comfort of our own couch, because it's so damn comfy we just can't be bothered to move. Isn't that right, NJ?
True.
Alright, so we start off this review with Alberto versus Kofi Kingston. NJ, what are your thoughts on this match?
Very predictable. W concentrated more on Alberto than Kofi.
Yeah, I mean, like NJ said, it was very predictable. We knew Alberto was going to win. It was a good, solid match. Kofi Kingston put on a good show, although Alberto wins with a cross arm breaker, and that is pretty much all we have to say about that, apart from Ricardo Rodriguez sucks. Anyway, so that takes us on to the second match of the night, which was the Smackdown Elimination Chamber. This was Edge, the champion, versus Rey Mysterio, versus Drew McIntyre, versus Barrett, versus Kane, versus the sixth guy, which was Big Show in the end.
And yeah, it was a surprise that he entered, and the match overall was... I had no problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, you had people like Drew McIntyre and Kane have their moments. Drew McIntyre came out and went absolutely mental, which is good to see. I mean, but to be honest, typical Scotsman, going totally mental.
That's true, but at the same time, this could be a leading to Drew going back to the chosen one, fingers crossed, WWE.
Yeah, and another thing, we had Wade getting eliminated first, which is a bit disappointing for me, because I really would like to have seen him get that push.
Without the core there, yeah. It would have been good to see Wade actually doing good on his own in that match.
Yeah, and let's not forget Kane cleaning house, which is something that you want to see. I know that, NJ.
Yeah, I've missed it. He's done it many times in the past, and obviously they've mistreated him for a while. For him to do it great in that match against all those wrestlers, I was like, I love this. Choke slams, big boots, uppercuts, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, the match had a lot of pod moments as well, you know, people getting smashed into the glass. We started off with Rey and Edge, and we finished with Rey and Edge as well, which was pretty, I don't know what you call it, standard, but...
It was, yeah, I thought when you see them getting eliminated one by one, you thought it's obviously going to be the final two.
Yeah, and, you know, although these other wrestlers did put on a very good show, these two sort of fought out to the end, and it was quite a good finish, don't you think? I mean, Rey Mysterio hits 2 619s, I think he does, but Edge manages to get the victory in the end.
And even if Rey did get the victory, there would be no problem with that, because Alberto Del Rio and Rey have had rivalries in the past.
Yeah, and it would make a decent WrestleMania
but
match.
They have built up Edge and Alberto Del Rio more.
And, you know, this match, again, was quite predictable. We knew Edge was going to win this. But the ending itself was pretty good, in the fact that you had Rey Mysterio jump off the top rope and then Edge spearing him while he was in midair. Just a really good finish to the match. And Edge wins and retains his WWE title. The match itself was really good, but it was what happened... Yeah, World Heavyweight title, of course, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, the match was really good. But it was... You know, the post-match, which was pretty good as well, wasn't it?
Straight after the match, outruns Alberto Del Rio, attacks Edge, and I'm thinking, yes, now the Elimination Chamber's finished, you've got the door opening to WrestleMania, so why not start Edge and Alberto Del Rio?
So you got that rivalry started off now, which is good, but we also see the return of Christian, and he comes out to attack Alberto Del Rio, who put him out about 6 months ago. And we see him going pretty much going mental on Alberto.
Those people seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
But obviously this could come between now and WrestleMania, so maybe it could lead to a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and also what's funny in that, I think, was that the refs couldn't restrain Christian.
No, Christian did not want to stay back.
Yeah, but it's good to see Christian return again, and like we said, we hope it's a triple threat match, so good return there for Christian. We thought it was the best way he could have got returned, because if you got involved in the match, you wouldn't really be able to do much. So this was the best way he could have been returned, so well done WWE on that. Next up, we had the Tough Enough segment. We all know Tough Enough is going to be airing the Raw after WrestleMania, and Booker T announces that Trish Stratus is going to be a Tough Enough trainer,
which was great to see, but she did mess up by copying The Rock.
Yeah, I mean that really did suck. I mean, she didn't really get much reaction from the crowd from that, but you know, it's still good to see her as a trainer. It's good to see her back after all these years, so I'll give the thumbs up on that one. Apart from the Rock bit, which really wasn't very good at all and really didn't do much at all. The crowd wasn't really on her side after that, were they?
Of course not.
Yeah, but of course after that announcement, we had the tag team title match between the Santino and Kozlov and the Corre, and again we thought this was a little bit predictable.
Yeah, Santino and Kozlov have held the title for a while. They're not the greatest tag team, so they were going to lose it sooner than later, and it's good that they lost it to another dominant tag team, the Corre.
Yeah, I mean we've said in previous videos that Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel will make a formidable tag team, and then taking on the tag titles. Although WWE can't really do much with them now because the tag titles are defunct, but they can still put them over as good wrestlers, of course, and members of the core.
They can go for it and try, but obviously they can't do much with the tag titles, you just said, yeah.
Yeah, and we also had moments in the match. We had the Kozlov battering ram, awesome. It's good to see. And your favourite move? And of course, to end the match, we had Justin Gabriel hitting the 540 splash, which I still think, with the airborne, is probably one of the best moves in WWE at the moment, and RKO, of course. So yeah, the core pick up the victory, rather in a sort of cleanish finish, and we have new tag team champs at the core.
That was good. I like that.
It's a standard tag team match.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we had another segment. We had a couple of filler time segments as well. When Vicky came out and made up some sort of sob story about the whole firing of Dolph Ziggler.
And the audience wouldn't shut up.
No.
Wants to hear what she had to say.
Well, yeah, but she does suck, so there you go. But Teddy Long comes out, do the dance, NJ. I love it. And he comes out and he says he's in a rehiring mood. But instead of rehiring Dolph Ziggler, as everyone thought he was going to do, he rehires
Kelly.
Yeah, which was kind of good to see because she's been out for a couple of weeks now, and she comes out and attacks Vicky, of course, the person who fired her.
Yeah, didn't do much for me, but then out comes
flawless.
Lay-Call.
Out comes Lay-Call to attack Kelly. Meh. But then we had something good when Trish Stratus comes running out and starts attacking Lay-Call and manages to do a couple of her moves.
Again, this could lead to end it between now and WrestleMania.
Yeah, but as much as it's good to see Trish Stratus out, she did botch a couple of her moves, didn't she? Yeah. But that's understandable after all those years being out. So after that segment, we had The Miz versus Jerry Lawler in a WWE title match. NJ, I'll go straight on to you here.
Was different than what I thought, but it was a great match. We got to see a lot of old school moments from the King, which I bet a lot of people like.
Yeah, he had the whole 10 count thing, didn't he? Which is pretty good to see.
Not many people can pull it off now.
No. But yeah, I mean, the match itself was quite good. I expected, when I first saw this match, I didn't really expect much from Jerry Lawler, but I think he really delivered in this one.
There was various moments where each one of them could have won the match.
Yeah, I mean, my heart was literally pumping when Jerry Lawler hit that punch off the top rope. His finishing manoeuvre. God, I thought he was going to win the title there. But there was a lot of moments in the match. You had the ref sending Riley backstage, which I thought was hilarious.
And Alex White did not like that.
No, common sense finally taken over in the referee world, which is good to see. What about Jerry Lawler chucking the Miz over the announce table and falling on Michael Cole? The commentator, Booker T and Josh Matthews loved that, didn't they? They were laughing their ass off. It was good to see. But as we all know, the Miz comes out the winner in this match.
I would like to see the King, and then King maybe hold it for 2-3 weeks afterwards, but whatever. Yeah,
I mean, the Miz wins with the Skull Crushing finale. Wins it in a clean way, which is kind of good to see because we've been seeing him win unclean since he won the title. So it's good to see him win clean for once.
Even though he did have Alex Vardy get involved during the match.
But I'm talking about the ending itself. It was kind of clean. Good to see. And Jerry Lawler got his moment at the end, of course, which is good.
The crowd loved that. They were saying, well done.
Yeah, we hope he's going to get his WrestleMania moment. But the Miz wins with the Skull Crushing finale. And of course, Michael Cole and Miz celebrating the ring together. This is the Miz and he's awesome! No.
Shakes his hand, walks out the ring, end of.
No, it doesn't. No, sorry, I don't like that at all. It's favouritism, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, next match we had was the main event of the evening, which was the Raw Elimination Chamber. Now we had John Cena, John Morrison, Sheamus, Randy Orton, CM Punk, and R-Truth. NJ, I'll go straight to you. What did you think of this match?
Not my favourite chamber at the two, even though every superstar put on a reasonably good show.
Yeah. I mean, once again, as soon as everyone come out of their pod, they kicked ass. I mean, I know R-Truth got eliminated first, quite rightfully in my opinion, because he wasn't really going to add much to the chamber. But he did have his moment.
He was the fifth one out.
Yeah.
I think, why the WWE leaving him that long? But it was random, so it was meant to be random.
Does make sense as well. I mean, and of course we had the whole thing with the Raw GM.
Good, because obviously I think he did great with re-entering CM Punk.
Yeah, I mean the door got stuck, and he didn't have a good start, and Randy Orton eliminates CM Punk, and the Raw GM gets him back in, which I think was a good decision because to him going out of that match that quickly was a bit stupid.
But Punk did put that right again by being the one to eliminate Orton.
Yeah, which was surprising, wasn't it? I did not expect them to do that.
Surprising and awesome because I think Punk needs to have his moments against Orton.
Yeah.
I think.
And then we have the John Morrison big spot, which I guess you could call it, where he all of a sudden becomes Spider-Man.
Climbs up the chamber, drops down on Sheamus.
Yeah, and that eliminates Sheamus, and that was a really good spot in my opinion. It just shows how good John Morrison actually is. So the final three, we have John Morrison, CM Punk, and John Cena. And from then on, we're thinking it's either going to be John Cena or Morrison.
But Morrison got eliminated, which made the result obvious.
Yeah, John Morrison even does his parkour stuff, and then CM Punk gets his GCS on and finishes the match. And then it's between him and John Cena. And at that point, we're thinking,
oh dear WWE, you've left us with an obvious result here, and obviously Cena attitude adjustment, Punk outside the ring for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and John Morrison, I think we will all agree, stole the show there, but John Cena got the win. You know, what do you think of Cena winning this match? You know, I know it was very predictable, but what do you think?
I just think when it comes to WrestleMania, Morrison vs The Miz would have made a hell of a better match than what we're about to see now.
Yeah, if WWE booked it right, they could have made that match really good. But they picked Cena over Morrison as well, so you know what can you do? We've also got a very interesting video coming up on our YouTube account, a live reaction video about a minute after the Cena result, the Cena win, and we get to see NJ in all his fine glory.
I will say one thing. It's going to look really negative against Cena, but I'm going to say this straight up. I respect him for what he does for the WWE, but not what he's done tonight.
Yeah. All right then. So on the topic of John Cena, overall a very good match, but the wrong result.
True.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, what are your overall thoughts on the pay-per-view itself?
Thumbs up. It was a good pay-per-view. Yep. I've changed a few things, but overall it was good.
Yeah, I mean, considering it was on Sky Sports and we managed to watch it for free, there was a lot of moments in it. At first, I said on my preview video that I didn't expect too much, but it really delivered, in my opinion. It was a really good pay-per-view. So that's all you can say for that. It's really good. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 in my opinion. So yeah, let's put a question up to the YouTubers like we always do. Guys, what did you think of Elimination Chamber, the matches, the outcomes? Just give us your opinions in the comment section below, of course, and don't forget to catch us on Twitter. My Twitter is Daniel_Parkin. NJ's is WWE. That's his Tumblr, NJ17, and you can get us on Tumblr as well. Mine's Daniel Parkin, and NJ's is WWE NJ. So we thank you very much for watching this episode of Dan's WWE Vlog, and we hope you enjoyed the Elimination Chamber. Thank you very much, and goodbye.